going on, everybody? Just out in the yard, gotta get cut. Just figured I'd do a video. Not sure how it's gonna go, but we'll give it a try. Hey buddy, hey buddy, hey Bubba. Been kind of struggling with my eating lately, and you know, getting back into videos and whatnot on YouTube, and watching all these different sorts of things and people, and you know, other folks out there, how they like to explain things. There's a lot of good stuff, you know, just tons and tons of content, and I figured I'd just make something out, you know, more towards, you know, certain types of folks that you know, people that are having issues with, you know, doing that, you know, 5-6 meal thing, you know, the anabolic eating, you know, the bro lifting, the this sets for that sets, or, you know, what have you, right? You know, bodybuilding.com kind of shit, right? Not hating against bodybuilding.com, they got a bunch of good stuff, I'm sure, but there's a lot of people out there that struggle with that kind of thing, and I guess I'll just speak on how I've been doing it for a few years now, since I got away from, you know, anabolics and, you know, that kind of eating, and, you know, I'm not in my 20s anymore, and yeah, I've been doing things different for a few years, and that includes, you know, intermittent fasting, carb backloading, and I train, oh yeah buddy, look at that, get some of that. Like I said, intermittent fasting, carb backloading, and I train until failure. I don't count sets, don't count reps, and I just kind of do super sets, giant sets, mega sets, whatever the hell you want to call it. I just, you know, I go until I can't anymore, and make sure nothing hurts, and whatever does hurt, you know, I train around it. But as far as, you know, putting on that, you know, water weight when you fall off, and you end up just ransacking the, you know, if you got kids, you know, all their snacks, or you go out and buy a fucking cake and eat the whole damn thing, or a whole pizza, whatever, you know. That's why the intermittent fasting, I think, works well. You know, you can kind of cheat around it, you know, but I like to say eating window. I give myself a time at night after I get home. After I train, I'll usually get a shake in, you know, try to get around half my body weight in protein a day. I think that's a pretty good factor to keep in there, that I've learned to stay safe. And then, you know, also getting the right amount of calories in. You know, you don't got to stress out. You don't need to, you know, produce cortisol and make it worse on yourself, more hard off. Use an app if you want, MyFitnessPal, Carb Master, whatever it is. But, you know, this is just to help, and if this is for people just to hate on and talk shit, then whatever, then, you know, fuck off, and, you know, go do your own shit. I don't really, you know, this is for people that are actually looking for help, and if I can help at least one person, you know, find a better way, then I'll do it, because I'm struggling right now too. I'm putting on water weight. Went on a camping trip, and you know how you start cooking and with camping and snacking and all this stuff, and you come back to reality, come back home, and you know, it's hard to get back on track, and you do what you can. So if this will help some people, I just, you know, talk about what I do, and that's, you know, like a day would be, you know, wake up, have your coffee, you know, black, no creamer, water, you know, no calories means no calories. Fasting is fasting, you know. And I give myself, instead of saying fasting, I like to say give yourself an eating window. So don't, you know, you're gonna eat dinner, so start eating at 6, stop eating at 10, you know. Give yourself a you know, a window, if you want to call it, so it's not so aggressive or intimidating to say, oh, I got to fast for 18 hours or whatever it is. Good boy. Good boy. And then, like I said, I go to the gym every day still, but, you know, you could still fall off the wagon and, you know, put on water weight, especially with fasting. That's one of those things, you know, I'll tell you, it's easy to put on weight if you fall off the wagon, just like anything else, but fasting especially, you know, when you're that, you know, insulin sensitive and whatnot, you got to really watch it. But it's one of the best ways to stay in shape as far as my body type and what I've figured out throughout the course of the year, to kind of stay looking like you're in season most of the time. You know, beach body or whatever you want to call it, ready for the pool season. Yeah, I just wanted to get something out there. If people find this even slightly, you know, appealing, or want more interest, then maybe I'll do more videos, maybe get in the gym and show some training. You know, I've been able to, you know, be pretty persistent and consistent with, you know, a body weight and a certain physique with doing these things. And I've kind of just combined not just one thing. You know, what's the one trick is what people want. You know, like, well, what's you know, what's the end all? They want to go search on YouTube or Google and find that one thing. Well, what do I got to do to gain muscle? What do I got to lose weight? What do I got to do to lose weight and gain muscle? You know, it's a combination of so many things. You know, you get abs in the kitchen, and you know, you shape muscle and strengthen it in the gym. You know, so you know, just like a combination of that, it's just like training and eating. You know, so I combine, you know, intermittent fasting with carb backloading, and then I train until failure, my training type. You know, I guess HIIT training, if you want to call it, you know, anything. So that's kind of how I pair everything up. And like I said, if this seems appealing or seems like something of interest to anybody, I'll keep making some shit. But I guess I just wanted to get something out there. If it's if this even comes out all right or not, I don't know. Anyhow, yeah, I hope everyone's doing all right and able to find their way eventually through through someone else's advice or little, you know, daily story they do or routine, what have you. Yeah, and everyone be safe out there. And yeah, if you're watching, if you're still watching, follow along, and I appreciate it. Take it easy.